feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need, if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, get in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we beat neither. We in the club all the time, pop on. Shady aftermath.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Here's Pyro Santos ready to get this one started. Off we go from Soldier Field. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kendra Miller. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Kyler Gordon.
Chuck's pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
What is that? On the ground, it's Kamani Vidal. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
That's a good effort here by the quarterback. He does the wise thing. He picks up all he can, all while protecting himself. He hightails it out of bounds. Positive gain. 2nd down.
Hey, volunteer.
They'll give this to Vidal. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown Bears. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes the all-pro returner from last year, Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Shuck. That one downfield for Cooks. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. The reception for Rashid Shaheed. Now he's free at the 35. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This is going to be taken in at the 3. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll go play action here with Williams. On the move left, taking off, and Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Handoff, and this is Vidal. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Mario Davis there on the play.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On the ground, it's Vidal. And he's going to have a Bears 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect.
The pressure gets there, and Down he goes. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Third and long. Here's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the ground, he'll go with Vidal. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Chicago. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's the big tight end, Colston Loveland. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
26 yards.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Vidal. And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And he will get into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will take a 21-7 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. We'll start the drive with Miller. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, it's Shuck. Throw left side, that's Johnson. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. To the left side, in the hands of Hill. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Now Shuck. That is... And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Going to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. Here's Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
And to remain patient and see if a hole pops. It's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. One more time with Miller. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. Here's Blake Groupie for the Saints, a field goal try. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Saints cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On the RPO, quick toss to Burton.
To number 87, Luther Burgess.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. It is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. It's the safety, Julian Blackman. And the Saints are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying,
the ball comes out. And this will be recovered by the offense. So they avoid the catastrophe of a finish. Time runs out, and that's the end of the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Their own 29-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. They'll take this one up close to the first down marker. The spot where the slide begins. It's a pickup of about 9.
take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
They'll run with Vidal. Inside the 30. The defense saves the touchdown, but a terrific run. It'll be first and goal inside the 10. A Big-time play for the Bears. 55 yards on the game. Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Here's a run. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. Now Williams. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he is upended. Boy, awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Post and lovely. Touchdown, Chicago.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Shaheed now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. They'll get it going on the ground with Miller. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, it's Shuck. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That one downfield for Cooks. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another first down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Williams going to give it up on a hot pass. They'll take this forward for about 5.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 5. Here comes Vidal. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Open space inside the 10. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
And goal at the 9-yard line.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. Looking to set up the tight end screen. The defense right on it. And that one's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That is caught. He's in. Odunze. Touchdown, Bears. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll run straight ahead with Miller. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown. Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints are able to cut into the deficit.
Saints 17.
After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it. Across the 30-yard line. They'll start by going forward with a pop pass. And that one shut down right away. Good pressure on the backside. The defense stops him for no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll go play action here with Williams. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's good.
A big-time play for the Bears. 35 yards.
The 26-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll stick with him again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Down, 3 to go. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. No issues there. This one is good. And the Bears add on to their lead. Cairo Santos following the made field goal. That Back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Forced to his right. First down throw there is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Chuck to throw on second down. A pass taken in by Miller. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, New Orleans. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. Forced out left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To the air once more. Shuck. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Saints first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Shaheed in motion. Now Shuck on third down. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And he'll take this one in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown Saints. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. And that one not going to get there. And it's wide to the left as well. It's no good. And this will stay a two-possession game. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here's second down. From the gun, it's shut. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. A big one there on third down. Good for 26 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Here is Shuck on first and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. The air again is shut. He's going to look downfield once again. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Personal Ave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing again, Shuck. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taking back to the other side of midfield. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on fourth and long. They'll indeed go, and it is shut. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Bears. They bounced back from the loss last week. They would put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win.
Project, this ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Ha! 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. No ties.